Good morning. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. Happy lead up to one of the most craziest weeks we're going to have as Star Wars fans with the upcoming May 4th drops. Who's nervous? Who's made an appointment to sell their lung? Whew, what a crazy week we've got coming up. And so many announcements we have at the weekend, which we're going to get to talk about today, I'm sure. First of all, let's get a cheers. Good morning, everybody. And let's get a coffee in us. Let's relax a little bit with caffeine. Oh, right. Let's get on with this stuff. We got a lot to talk about. And in order to do that,
what have I done?
I brought in someone else.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
Welcome to the stage, the one, the only. Well, I say that. The 31st, Ryan Dole.
Hi, good morning. Oh my God.
Did you love all the sound bites?
I did. Those were super fun.
Yeah.
Those were super fun.
Yeah.
Dude, Oh, go ahead.
So, no, go.
I was just thinking, when I pulled up this mug today for the Black Spire Outpost, Batu, I have to say, these are the best I haven't gone to the park yet since the updates that happened last week, right? With the original trilogy characters roaming the parks and interacting, and now they're part of Star Wars Night where they do the lightsaber thing, and Luke comes out and Yoda speaks over the crowd.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is what they should have been doing from the get-go. And I think I'm going to make a little video about it this month, about how these changes need to happen more often in Galaxy's Edge, and change is good for the parks. I think Disney adults need to be the adult part sometimes of the Disney adult.
Yeah.
And I think they need to go further, and I think they need to scrap timelines altogether. I think
I was about to say that. The timeline should be irrelevant. The character appearances should be what makes it fun.
It doesn't matter if you're meeting Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Clone Wars style Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Ahsoka in the park, in front of the Falcon, in front of a First Order shuttle, in front of an X-Wing. It shouldn't matter, because for us hardcore fans, we could be like, well, that's not canon. It doesn't matter. The park's not canon. Who cares?
Yeah. I mean, I would say I
want to be there with the Falcon and Anakin, But
don't mix them. Have them in different places, in different set, but don't mix. I don't think mixing them. I think that's kind of weird.
No, I think they should do prequel weekends where it's just prequel characters walking around the park.
But don't mix
what you're saying,
and Luke with Hera.
No, absolutely, you should.
No.
Yes, Luke. No. I would love a photo op of Pilot Luke with Hera and Chewbacca and Han and Leia with the buns. Hell,
that's for your private stash. That's for your private stash.
No, dude. I think that's the way Disney needs to go. I think that's the way Disney.
But what I have been enjoying is the dissatisfaction of most people that have been there for Star Wars nights this week. The big thing that people were worried about with the changeover was going to be the fact we're losing that ambience. Now, don't cut me off yet. When we've been both together, we've sat there and said, I could just sit here all day listening to TIE fighters fly by and ships going over and just that ambience in the background.
Well, they had that original music for the park.
But now they are blasting like a rock concert, the John Williams music of Star Wars. And everyone's walking around going, oh my God, this is really loud. So the videos I've seen, it's over like 80 decibels, which is they're going up and talking to Leia, and they're like, hey, Leia, do you need some help fixing the Falcon? And she's like,
yeah.
And they're like, I can't hear you. Yeah, it's crazy. So hopefully that's just test day and they're going to wind their neck in. But
I think they should keep the music they had.
I think like
I think it gives it its own feel. Because if I'm just listening to the soundtrack of the movies, then I'm just thinking about the movies and I'm not thinking about the
park. Sorry, I just saw this comment from Disa, and I will get to say hi to everyone, but I just got to put this up.
I am.
That is some slack from Daniel first thing in the morning. I appreciate that.
That's a pretty spicy comment for a man like Daniel Sertle.
Oh, this is what you get, Ryan, for giving him so much crap. He comes back in with a good one. All right. With that being said, before we start getting into all this stuff, let's get out and see who's joining us today, so we know our crowd that we're going to be talking to. Now, I am going to start off by saying that there was a little bit of challenging going on before the show started between Bitter and Adelphi Rangers. Now, when I went on last night to set up, Adelphi Rangers seemed to be first in the chat, but then Bitter did point out that not if the comment left on Thursday night counts. So
it doesn't.
They're gonna have to duke it out.
If we don't see it on the day we record,
right?
Doesn't count.
So in which case, I am gonna have to give it to Adelphi Rangers because when I went on to set up, he was in there first. So Bitter, you did lose out. Do better. The ghost busting is definitely taking it out of you, which is good. But yeah, do better next time. But welcome this morning, Bitter. And in fact, you know what? If Adelphi Rangers isn't in the chat this morning, maybe you will get it, and we'll give you that medal at the end of the show. Douglas Gonk is joining us this morning. Good morning, happy Saturday. I know, right? May the 4th is going to be a nightmare. Start selling body parts to get this. Ali's joining us. Good morning, Ali. Thanks for giving
us birthday.
We talk, and happy belated birthday, as I'm sure we're going to see in some of the chat here. We have Tom Harris joining us this morning. Good morning, Tom. Good day to you. Yep, so far it's been good. We got a lot of good stuff coming our way, so it doesn't get much better. The collector's in the house. Hey, how are you doing? Good to have you here, and thanks for the belated birthday wishes to Ali. What else have we got here? Well, obviously you all know that we got D Cirtle in the house. And that's it for now. So we'll see if anyone else joins us, but at least we know and we're set up to see what's going on. There has been so much news this week, Ryan. So much news this week. And I think
if anyone's noticed, if anyone's subscribed to this channel, you will know that I've been doing daily news updates.
Nightly.
Leading up. What's that?
Nightly news updates.
Nightly news updates. And I'm doing that all the way up until the 22nd, the release of Mando and Grogu. And then after that, we'll see. Maybe I'll just do them weekly. But I just was like, mostly I was doing this so I could learn how to edit. That's what it came down to. And I thought, what better way to do it than when I'm the busiest at work that I've ever been, and the busiest Star Wars I feel like has been in years.
Yeah, throw something else in there, man. You know, why not?
Well, it's just that's all it is. I might, who knows? Maybe after this, I'll change them to YouTube Shorts.
Well, then I can video everything vertically.
Yeah, you love that apparently.
Yeah. We're gonna do a whole thing for you guys. But some dumbass over here is so used to Instagram that everything he filmed was vertical and useless for what we wanted to do.
And then
maybe we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that.
We'll come back to it.
But yeah, what a crazy week. Everyone's shows are just full of all the news that we're getting. I mean, it's officially now, it started, right? The build-up has started, the excitement has started. We're starting to see things roll out for the new Star Wars movie. You know, almost 50 years, right? I mean, there's 1 year to go, but almost 50 years since we had Star Wars drop on us, right? In 77. So we're getting a new Star Wars coming out this month, and all the stuff starting to spill out, and the excitement's starting to build. And I'm kind of happy about that. And I think we're panicking a little bit, right?
Oh, dude, my anxiety's been through the roof since the moment they announced celebration tickets going on sale. And I think I've been up till 1:30 every morning ever since. Just can't. So I don't know why. There's nothing else that does this to me in my life, which tells me how easy my life actually is.
Right.
Except for celebration. Celebration comes, I gotta go. And it's just like it's gonna be horrible. It's horrible. A horrible experience. The purchase, watching the guy walk is just like slow death. It is like so stress inducing. And then knowing it's in Los Angeles kind of sucks, right? Like,
I would say
California is great. Los Angeles sucks. But
the convention center in Los Angeles to me is not exciting me because of just everything around it and the difficulty of it and the traffic and just the amount of people, and there's not a lot of hotels, right? So the whole thing about it being in downtown Los Angeles is stressing me out. If it was back in Anaheim, dude, I would be.
Oh, you mean
loving
where there's
it.
like 100 hotels?
And just an environment of I'm here, I'm there. I don't care if I've got to walk 5 blocks to the convention center. It's Anaheim, it's Disney. It smells like popcorn and candy. Who cares, right?
Right.
Not, I'd rather get that rather than piss and all the rest of it as I walk through the streets looking over my shoulder. So yeah, it's a little bit disappointing, but it is what it is. As soon as we get there, we forget, right? So
Yeah. Well, the other problem with it being always in California is it becomes the influencer Olympics just to be there.
Yeah.
So that also kind of sucks. Though, granted, I met a lot of Japanese influencers when we were at Celebration Japan.
True.
Which blew my mind because it was
Yeah.
because they would always come up and ask about my camera, my episode 1 camera. So it was, I guess it happens everywhere. It's not necessarily, but it's just like already, you're just like, oh God. But also, less people are doing international travel. So it's going to be really interesting. Well, I shouldn't say they're doing less international travel
To certain
United
places.
States.
Yeah.
To the United States. So
it's going to be interesting. I don't think it's going to change anything to do with the congestion that's going to be trying to get tickets.
And then we're going to have to deal with that on Monday if you want to go on shopdisney.com as well.
Well, I mean, again, this is my an unboxing opportunity, but we got so much to talk about. We need to talk about it. And look what's been dropping for so what is one of the things I saw that they're going to put back onto the Disney store on Monday is going to be the Star Speeder. So the Star Speeder is going to be up for purchase on the Disney store again. So we've sold the shit out of that thing of how awesome it is, and I'm glad that people that can't get to the park, because it's on the shelf in the park all the time, but if you can't get to the park, or even if you visited and you can't get it home, there's going to be an opportunity to get it at the Disney store. So that's good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
there's a lot of cool stuff they're putting either back on there that are like park exclusives for the day, and just a lot of new stuff. I feel like the parks is announcing something also every day. Like, hey, this is coming, and this is coming, and I was just like, it's gonna be so much, and it's funny because all I want is a 4-pack of droids.
That's the one, right? That's the one. I mean, but apparently there's going to be other stuff dropping that we don't know about too. So we have to. Not only do we have to anxiously get up, log on, get into line, we've got to try and find another way of going through what's available in case we missed it or we haven't seen it's coming out. And for
I've been keeping track. If you watch my show,
I know, but
Star Wars by end of day, you can keep
the micro nerds know that there could be some micro galaxy drops just specific to Disney. So we need to keep an eye on that too, because
a
couple more people in the chat. Good morning to Kerry. Thanks for joining us. Hope your travels were good. And Jason's joining us today. Oh my God, is that Clark Doll? Yeah. Who is this? I don't know who this is. All right. So today I am going to be revealing the new Razor Crest along with blast effects and engine effects and Zeb. So we're going to quickly whip through that one. I did manage to get in the new A-Wing, the stubby, the one that we've all been looking for. So I want to crack that one open. Ryan, what do you have?
Oh, thank you for asking. I have a vintage collection Rats Terrell to go with my pod racers. I'm almost there. Almost there.
And we were just talking about this. This is the same species as Uncle Ducky, right?
Correct. So for anyone watching Maul, which I'm sure you all are, this is kind of for that. But here's what I love. You got these old style cross cells, because this is the older vintage collection, right? Like this is like when first run of vintage collection. I don't know what to say, what to call it, right? Because this here you could win a life-size Darth Maul. There's so many stickers and stuff on this. It's like a NASCAR thing.
Well, they just dropped a new Maul saber as well at Disney parks, right? So
yeah, they did, which is also dropping May the 4th.
Yeah.
And then they had vehicles back then. Remember vehicles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
ATAP,
so I don't know.
is that?
What's that?
The ATAP, is that in the middle there?
That is.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
There we go. And then in honor of the parks and changing of the parks, I got the two stormtroopers, First Order stormtroopers.
As a fond farewell, you mean? As a
fond farewell. I mean, these guys were a highlight of the park if you ever went, because they would these were the guys that would they're kind of silly, and then they would kind of try to intimidate you, and then they would make fun of you. and roast you a little bit, all in good, playful fun.
I
Nothing.
think
ever
it's
really
still going to be the case. I think it's still going to be the case.
Yeah, these were great, and I've always wanted to get, like, I have these in like the 5 POA ones that came out when this movie first came out, which is crazy because these figures itself is almost 10 years old, which is no, they might even be more than 10 years old at this point.
Well, Force Awakens, it was 2015. It got announced, right? So
crazy. So,
yeah.
anyways, these are like 9 years old. These figures, which is. Like I said, that's insane to me.
Well, I'm glad you finally got one.
I had to get two. I had to get two. I think I said, like, I remember when these came out, and I remember them being, to me at that time, I was like, why are these ones so expensive? Are we just paying for the card? Because they had like the other figures there that were just the 5 POAs. I thought, that's good enough that I just need that for on my shelf. But now my collecting habits have changed. Like now I pose everything. The things have become a diorama, not just like a museum showcase.
Yeah.
So
not
now
just a lineup. Yeah.
It's not just a lineup anymore. All my characters are posed in some sort of like they show some personality. So it's changed regardless. But there it is. There it is.
Yeah. Cool.
How was your fan first yesterday?
What am I going to go for? You mean?
How did you like it?
It's always good to see what they're dropping. I mean, it was inundated with filling the arena, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, we're getting
I find it weird they did not even mention the Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yeah, I know that's been bugging you for a bit.
It's been bugging me, especially. I thought they were going to do a whole thing on the animatronic Grogu for $600. Like I thought they were going to do like a whole kind of like showcase thing on that, kind of like
that's a good point.
Going. And I was like, there's a movie coming out, you know, like, maybe they're going to do another one.
There's got to be another drop before the movie drops. There's going to be, right?
Got to be something.
There's going to be something. I think they're just saving it for a special. You know, I think that's what it is. And they gave us a lot yesterday. The only thing that really floated my boat, though,
everything they announced, I liked.
But the retro pack, I don't do retro. I've got like 2 retro figures, but the retro pack, to me, every figure was a winner. I like that retro pack. That was interesting to me. And the only other thing I think I would probably get is the 501st Trooper with the what is it? The AR what's it? What's the craft? What's the Walker called? The ARF.
Well, that's the ARF Trooper,
yeah.
Right? 501st ARF Trooper with the it's not an ATST, it's like an APST or something.
ATDP or something. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Well, yeah.
I love a good after party with
that's San Diego, that's the San Diego exclusive. So it's probably going to be, $90 and hard to get. So that's the only one that I would say, oh, I need that on my shelf. All right. Let's crack open the green screen. Let's get a look at a box as we go.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah, I might even just do everyone a favor here and embiggen that and get that over there. Okay, let's take a quick look at this. Now, if you guys watched the Micro Galaxy Squadcast that was postponed from Tuesday to Friday, you would have seen this already, but we're going to take another look at it now. But what a great show those guys put on last night. Another 2-hour news special of what's out there and what's going on. So thanks for Kevin and Cole for giving us the actual lowdown rather than this bumbling ridiculousness that you get from me. But this is a Target exclusive box set. So this one does come with a backdrop, and this backdrop's pretty cool, Ryan. Look at that. Where are we?
Oh, that's a Delphi base.
A Delphi base with the X-wing coming in, and look at that X-wing with the yellow nose covering there, and we have red one by the looks of it. So this is a great backdrop. I think I will be keeping this one. We got the Y-wings down there. We got a Delphi base, and we got this beautiful backdrop. So yeah, this is awesome. Almost worth getting it for because we didn't get that on the regular release. There's not much more to really show on the box apart from what it does, and we know what it does and how the things attach. But we even have like the shot here on the side of the Razor Crest coming into a Delphi base, which is kind of cool. Look at that. So that shows us why we got our engine effects as our engines blast out there. And I guess, yeah, nothing on the other side. So Nothing too spectacular, although we do need to keep. There's no assembly required, but we do have the flap to space it out. But look at these effects. This is what it's all about. Now, my canopy is open already.
Mm-hmm.
They don't close very well, and my safety belts are not secured. So this one's only got one safety belt in there. So let's crack open that. Now, we've seen this one. We saw this one the other week. So there's going to be no difference to the ship. Ryan, do you have this one?
Nope.
You have a Razor Crest?
I don't have a Razor Crest at all.
Oh.
Yeah, so if you have an extra, I'll take it.
Well, I was just about to say, if you want one, I do not need to. I've opened it, and I know you don't care about the boxes. So, yeah, dude. I mean, I might as well add it to your pile of goodies.
I was about to say, I was like, don't you have enough to say? Well, I guess, it's a great way to get rid of stuff.
All right, so here we go. So this is what we get. We get these cast plastic effects. These are all made to fit into the engines, which is kind of cool. And I wish somebody would come up with a light kit, and I'm sure they will, because that's what this is for, if you ask me. We also get the blaster effects. Now, these ones aren't as solid as the engine effects. I'm surprised. I don't want to get on and oh, no, there is a flex to it. Look. The end of it, the very end of it has a flex. This is solid.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a solid cast, but here, right there, if it focuses, you can see it's rubber. So I was a little bit surprised when I felt this end. It was quite tough, but this end is actually flexible. So you can use it as a bullet, which is what it essentially is. So that's good. These ones, however, are very flexible with the blaster fire. And I've always thought about doing this, like 3D modeling some effects to stick on the end of cannons.
Yeah, they look like the ones you get with Marvel Legends.
Right. So you can see where the ideas have come from, but I do like what they've done with it. I don't need to review this, but Ryan, this is the other one, but they are exactly the same ship. Exactly the same ship. So I don't really see, you know what? There is a slight more silver to this. Can you see that? I don't know why my eyes are taking me there, but
well, I guess now you need to keep both.
No, I don't. I don't. It's pretty much the same. I can't see any other difference. This is a slightly more silver plastic, though. Why would that be? Can you see that on the camera?
Slightly, because one's got one just looks a little shinier.
This one here is a slightly more silver gray. This one here is definitely a darker sort of gunmetal gray. That's really interesting, actually. I'm actually glad I've done this now because I really didn't think they would do anything different, but the plastic itself seems to be different. How weird is that? I wonder if anyone else has seen the same thing. There you go. So yeah, we definitely have a darker gray on the original and a lighter gray on this one. But yeah, Ryan, if you need one, there's another one here. So knowing that it's all the same, I don't need to review it. I can crack on and just see how these work. Oh, Delphi Rangers has checked in. He's actually out with the family, but it's catching. Okay, we'll let you off. You still win. You still win, sir. So again, same color as the thrust glow that we get in the back of the engine there. And they perfectly, because of the way they've molded it, they perfectly fit into there. Look at that. So now we have this turbine thrust that picks up the light and shimmers. And I like it. I dig it. Just imagine an LED in there. One of those, you can get tiny little flickering LEDs nowadays. That would be really cool. Plenty of places to store a battery in here. And you can just have this posed with the flickering effects. Harder on the guns, I'm sure, but people are geniuses out there. So again, with the blaster effects here, they just go onto the end of a cannon and watch Steve break it. But there you go. There you go. And it actually, it adds, right? It really adds to everything. I kind of like it. I kind of like it.
Yeah,
I don't know. Would you want one on or two on?
Oh, there it is.
One or two. What do you think?
Well, I guess it depends on your setup, but I like it when when you have
cannons
everything on it.
Because the guns on it are bendy too, because they don't want to poke anyone's eye out. It's kind of hard to get that on there. I must say the the engine one, 10 out of 10. Fits perfectly. This blaster one is a little bit more tricky to get on. You've really got, don't want to snap it off, so you really got to get in there and hold it. And again, we got the warpage. But it looks good, right? And when you get that posed and on a stand,
you get them slightly tilted, give them that Dutch tilt.
Yeah, right? I like it. And that's why I got this one. I already had one, and I knew I was going to get this one because of this. And I hope we get more of that. But it does make me want to, crack open the old modeling program and get some 3D Fusion going on and see if I can create something like it for my other ships too. Maybe these will stick onto other cannons. Other cannons are probably just a different size there, right? So having a multi-purpose effect would be something fun. So maybe we'll look into that. But there you go. I wanted to crack that one open. We've seen it in detail before on the last one. There's not a lot to the mold of the ship, but the plastic is different. And now these effects are definitely worth getting. So I think easy for me to say with targets all around me, but I hope those who don't have targets have a way of getting these, because it's a pretty good addition if you're collecting everything to do with Mando and Grogu coming out. You'll probably want these effects. So let's take a look here at the other thing that we're getting. We're getting Mando with Grogu on his shoulder. We get the typical gun rack, but look,
gun rack. We
get Zeb, and this is why I was excited too. So not only the effects, but we get a Zeb. So let's take a look at Zeb. We've already seen Mando. I don't want to take up too much time on that.
I don't own a gun, let alone many guns.
Necessitate
an entire rack.
All right, let's get him in here. Now, Zeb is a totally different character altogether, obviously. So we know we got a new mold. He's a big boy. He barely fits into my stand. But they've done a great job on Zeb, man.
His hot toy looks amazing.
Oh, dude. Hot toys again. Just one after another after another. All right.
Do I go back and get Hera and Chopper and then Zeb and just do the Rebels crew?
Wow, let's throw it out to the chat. Look at the details in his face, man.
Hey, it looks great.
They have got so much detail in that mold. And the paint app, again, is just second to none.
Well, they were able to put a better paint app on there because saving money on re-releasing the Razor Crest.
Wow. I am super impressed with this Zeb minifig.
Yeah, it's great.
Wow. Because we all know we've seen him fly in this thing, right? In the trailers. Yeah, what a great fig. So again, the blaster effects, the engine effects, and the Zeb just makes this one worth, in my mind, getting. Yeah, that's fantastic.
That's great.
Fantastic. All right, there you go, guys. What do you think of that one? Is it something that you've got? Is it something that you're going to get? Are we hoping that they're going to be stuck on the Target shelves in abundance like other Target releases?
Do you need it?
I think you need it. I 100% think you need it for all of the above. The blaster effect, the engine effect, and the Zeb. And if you didn't go, the original one is in Walmart and the special one is in Target. So, get out there or contact those people that that could possibly get you one and, get one of these. Ryan.
Yeah. Yes.
Did you get anywhere with your figure? Or are you going to do it for us now?
Oh, I did. I was opening it well.
Hang on. Let me embiggen you while you're freezing on the stage there. Well, that's a great time to freeze. We can see it. Oh, there we go. There we go. There you go. Now, does the goggles and the hat come off?
Yes, they do come off. I keep freezing.
You do keep freezing.
That's like my computer's not loving.
Look at that. That's great. Yeah.
They always did good with the pod racers. I always find that the pod racers yeah.
Wow, he's got some chicken feet.
Nice little swivel torso if you want it and all that. They've always done the pod racers, for whatever reason, have always been amazing figures, like from the get-go, like from 1999 and on. And he's great too. I love pit droids.
Yeah.
So
The more pit droids you have, the more chance you have of getting Pelimoto, right?
I have, get this. So I have actually 3 pit droids in that brown color already. Like, I'm just waiting for Pelimoto. Like,
Yeah.
if you're not going to announce anything from the movie, give me Pelimoto, please. For the love of God, Hasbro, just give me Pelimoto. Then I can start begging for Madame Garza.
Maybe we'll get maybe that's what they need to do at Batu. A Madame Garza and a Pelimoto.
Oh, don't even. If they had a Madame Garza that came out and hung out around Olga's Cantina.
Olga's Cantina, right?
Like,
and then around the corner where all those droids are accumulated that you can't really do anything apart from a photo op, where the probe droids are hanging up,
Yep.
and that's where Pele could be.
They should absolutely do that. But even if you did like Olga's Cantina and you had Madame Garza there, not only could you have her in the bar, like talking to people and greeting people, there's always a lineup for Olga's. She should go out there and like entertain the line, you know, like just go and talk to people while they're waiting, so the wait doesn't feel as long and
or just having every now and then come out of one of the side doors and walk around the bar, just saying hi to everyone, and then go back in again. You know,
that would make the whole experience. They had back out this weekend.
Yeah,
right, for Star Wars Nights. And I'm just like, oh, man, that's the one we didn't get. That's the only character I haven't gotten a photo with at the park yet, outside of these new ones.
Fennec Shand.
Oh,
you didn't get that last time? Okay, all right.
Nope. Got
you know what has to happen then. You need to come back. You need to come back.
Boba, Mando. We got Hera, Chopper. We got R2, Sabine, hot Sabine on top of that. And then, of course, Rey, Chewie. I've never gotten one with Kylo, to be honest.
Well, now you can book your.
Now I can just go.
Yeah, you can go around the back corner.
See, that's the one thing with the photo ops with that.
I want a picture with Kylo. I want a picture of Kylo.
I think I've mentioned this before. I still am very surprised they don't have a little animatronic Grogu on a pedestal that you can go in and get photo ops with.
Well, he's with Mando, right? He's in the bag.
I know he's with Mando. So doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. When like, you know how they always, they have shifts for people. So you do like Mando does his shift out on the floor, on the park grounds or whatever it is. Allie will know what the term is. And so they should have him when he's doing that. Then that photo op is closed because now he's out and around the park. Yeah. Then when that's done, then they open up the photo op area.
Yeah.
And then do that. That's what I would do. That's what I have. Hey, I could solve all of Disney's problems if they would just give me money and talk to me.
Well, they don't want creative people anymore, apparently. So that's not going to happen.
Hey, if I give myself like a name like Ryan Dole 31, they might think the number means I'm AI and they just might hire me.
Maybe. Hiring freeze. I missed some comments earlier. Douglas Gonk said he's going to hollow out the thruster effects. Yes, brilliant. And let's see that. I want to see that. That's awesome. And if you do what I never do, which is actually get them out there to people or sell them or something, because that's cool. I want to see that. Yes, Bitter Troll. The guy was like, gray doesn't match. I don't care. You guys are weird. Yeah, that's true. Oops. Well, that's what this show is all about. So maybe we need to put an age limit on it. I don't know. But I'm glad the son could join in. That's what she said. That's fun. All right. What else have we got here? Because I know Ryan is super busy today. So I'm just
I'm working while I'm streaming. Oh,
okay, we're good. Everyone's loving your figure. It's all good. Yeah. Douglas Gong says he wished the pod racers would all become available at some point. I agree. It would be good. All right.
I want them to finish the pod racer collection so bad. The 3 that I have, I absolutely love.
Okay, now this next one, as I move on, this next one here is one that we've been waiting for and asking for. So this is the A-Wing, or the RZ-1 A-Wing. So this is the A-Wing that everyone says the A-Wing should be, which is slightly squatter and slightly more chunky. So we've all been asking for it, and now we've got it. It comes with just a simple A-Wing pilot. So you know what that means with the Delphi Rangers not being in the house. It's only Bitter Troll. So you guys have got to give Bitter Troll a run for his money. And this guy's going to need a name by the end of the show. So let's, without further ado, take a look at this.
Do I need that one now? Because I have the other A-Wing and I like it.
Ryan, there's only one reason it's on this show. And you know what that is? Because you need it.
God, I hate this so much.
So maybe you should go out one day, get to that store that you keep avoiding to go to, and see if they've got one. All right. So this is what we got, guys. We've got a slightly chunkier, slightly stubbier A-Wing, which is what a lot of people are asking for. Again, they've labeled it the RZ1 A-Wing. And here we can see what else we're getting. It's not a long lineup. Have you noticed that? We don't have a long lineup in the light armor class for this release. And again, it's a Series 11, which haven't been on the pegs. This is just through Amazon. I haven't seen any Series 11 on the pegs. We're still seeing 10s, and they're releasing 12. And yet we haven't seen any 11 on the peg. But we've got a pirate snub fighter with a different pilot. We have another TIE Interceptor, which is probably Armada class or something like that. I don't know.
Love
but
interceptors.
The chase vehicle of this is going to be a hollow version of this ship. So again, are we going to see it, or are we going to have to wait for the Vault box set? The beauty with these ones is I don't mind getting a repeat of an A-Wing because it always looks good to have two. But the pirate snub fight is interesting. We'll get to that later. But I keep these barcodes. We all know that. Don't have to keep saying it anymore, I don't think. Okay, no safety belts. But it's in there pretty good. And let's get the pilot out and get rid of that. All right, let's take a look. Now, Ryan, you were saying, do I need this? Look at that. Does that not remind you of the Power of the Force A-Wing?
Yeah, it does.
Cannons don't rotate on this, but cannons are painted, which is good. But look at that. There's our side profile.
If A-Wings and B-Wings weren't such a bastard to try to make for pilot costumes, I would totally do it.
You would make the costume?
Yeah, but it's like impossible to find all the right stuff, and nobody makes it.
It's never impossible, Ryan.
It is.
Don't be weak.
Nope, I'm a wuss. Can't do it.
So yeah, look at it. It's a lot thicker. A lot thicker. So the question is, does that appease everybody's wants? Does that appease everybody's not complaints, but just criticisms of the...
Does it scratch that itch?
Yeah. I mean, the mold, again, they don't ever let us down nowadays with the details in these molds. The cockpit doesn't have a super big tab on the top, so we should be able to open it up fairly easy. Let's take a look inside. There is a little bit of a wash in there.
Ooh.
Extra padding in the seats. That's right, Bitter Troll. Some like them thick, some like them long. It's all a little bit personal. It's
very nice
preference. So, you know what we're going to have to do?
What's that?
We're going to have to bring out the A-Wing.
Because it's comparison time.
And we're going to have to do a comparison. Comparison Harrison. All right. There we go. So let's touch the tips and let's see what we got.
You can make them scissor too if you really angle it, right?
I think we could. There's a little... There you go.
It is.
But it's harder to do the comparison. So there we go. That is a tip-to-tip comparison of the A-Wings. They just about fit in camera. I think that's going good. So we can see that there is a major difference, right? Major difference. So there's our above look. Here's our side look. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. Big difference.
Yeah. Major difference here.
One's a thick boy.
Major
one looks
difference.
like me in my 20s and one looks like me in my 40s.
Wow. So what do you think? What is the answer to your conundrum, right?
Well, if I see it, I'll get it.
Yeah. The cannons are much bigger on this newer A-Wing. It's a little bit shorter for sure. But I like the feel of this one. I like the feel of this one. Let's get a look at his landing gear.
Steve,
Yes.
I have to go.
Okay, Ryan, do
But
it. If you get time,
will-
come back in.
I will pop back after this meeting.
Yeah.
After this meet, yeah. And if we're still here, we're still here. And then I'll open up some stormtroopers.
It sounds good. Hopefully everybody, Ryan gets off his call. Get out of here, dude, and we'll see you in a bit. All right. So here's our stubby. The cannons themselves are different, which has got these single cannons on the sleek. And then we have these like double cannons here on the stubby. But yeah, major difference. And I actually really do want to get the hollow one now. I think that's going to look pretty cool. And I'm bound to get another one of these because I'm going to have to get a vault pack because we all know that we're never going to see the chases and rares on the pegs. Yeah, this is good. This is nice. This is nice. I guess we got to compare the pilots as well. And again, this one, cockpit. This one, we had it open from the side, the middle here. And fall off. Wow. Thanks a lot. There we go. So let's take a look at these pilots and see if we've got any difference with the paint app or anything to do with these A-Wing pilots. Okay, let's bust him out. All right. I don't think I'm going to be able to juggle everything here, but here is our original pilot. We all know the feet are bigger, so I can hold him by his feet. So there is our original pilot. And then here is the newer pilot. And to me, it's either the paint app or there is a slightly different. How do I do this? It's either the paint app or there is a slightly different face there. I think it's probably the paint app because he looks a lot slimmer for the fat ship. And then this guy looks a bit more chunkier. So I think it's going to be the paint app. Without getting in there and micro measuring it, I'm not sure. But there seems to be, I don't know, he seems to be taller on the original one. So I think it might be different, guys. Let me see if I can hold this. It might just be my old tired eyes. I think it's just the paint app. And I think the paint app's what's making it look different. I think so. I'd have to really, really get in there and do a comparison. I think the way that they painted his neck makes it look taller. And the paint app itself has just made it look different. But I don't know. It feels different. It feels different. Okay, so this one goes here. And this one goes here. Now, this one was hard to get out and hard to get in. And I broke the cockpit. So let's see what the other one is like to go in. See if there's any difference there. Oh, much easier. Oh, yeah. Look at that. A much more spacious cockpit for our little dude, who hopefully you guys are giving a name to, but I need to get back in the chat and have a look. A much more spacious cockpit and a nice, easy closing canopy there. But I do like this one. I'm super pumped to try and find the hollow. And it just looks, I guess it kind of looks a bit more stupid from the side, but I do like it from above. Yeah. Good find. Happy about that. But the thing is, will it fit on my on my A-Wing clip that I've already made for this one? I don't think so because of the difference, but we'll have a look. No, it's much wider. So the bottom wing there is much wider. I wonder if it'll work on the top and I can hold it from the top. Nope. Again, wider. So this one, it does fit in there a lot better. So we'll have to do another one, I guess. Gonna have to do another one and find another place to hold that. But I'm not complaining. It's fun if I get the time. All right, let me get to you guys and see what you think about that one. All right. Oh, hang on a sec. Let me go all the way back up here. Peak Obi-Wan has joined us. Good morning, Peak Obi-Wan. Yeah, hopefully you'll get yours. Rex's Y-Wing. Yeah, mine's not showing up till Wednesday. I was hoping to get that for this weekend, but hey, we need stuff to do every week. Otherwise, it's over, people. No more MGS. But yeah, I'm glad yours is coming in. I hope you like it as well. The collector says, if Micro Galaxy ever does the Starspeeder 3000, would you want it to say Star Tours or Skeleton Crew? Oh, man, I don't know. I mean, I guess if Disney commissioned it, it would have to say Star Tours. Say they sold it in the park only or on the Disney store, it would say Star Tours. Or if they released it without, making it a Disney one, maybe we'll do both. Maybe we can have two. Maybe we can have two variations. Yeah, I like that. But I would get the Star Tours one all over the place if it was at the park. Maybe they can do the Star Speeder 1000 at the park, right? We'll get the 3000 in the park, sorry, with the white, and then the 1000 in red for Skeleton Crew. That could be fun. That could be fun. But that also gives me a little way into talking about this, because we do everything Star Wars on this show. It doesn't have to be MGS, but we love our MGS. I found this in Target. And I wanted to get it and take a look at it. And I know it's not going to be the same, but this is the Onyx Cinder from Skeleton Crew. And I'm hoping we get this ship in Micro Galaxy. So I want to crack that one open as well, so we can take a look at that. If they did a Star Speeder, I would be so pumped. So pumped. It would just make my day, because there's so much we can do with that. I mean, me and Ryan are always talking about doing the Q system, going up there. There's so much fun I could have with the Star Speeder. I would be totally pumped if they would do that. Yes, Grosecki, the Vault Pack is going to be the best way to get the chase. It always is the best way to get the chase and the rares, and hopefully they'll keep doing it. I would love to find one on the peg. If I do, I'm going to let everyone know. I want to capture that moment, but it's been very rare to find the rares or chases on the pegs. I've only been blessed with that a couple of times. But yeah, I think we have to just wait for those packs to come up. But if you guys see them, make sure you put out about it, because I'd love to know if you're seeing anything of 11. I think someone else in the chat said earlier, still 10s. Same for me. It's still a 10. But before we move on to the Onyx Cinder, I did get, as when you order on Amazon, you get a Series 11 mystery vehicle. So I'm going to crack that open and see what we've got. Now, if you guys remember what we've got already, we got a Hunter and we had our Anakin. So we've got these two already. So anything else would be great. If we get the same again, then it goes into a pile for a possible giveaway at some point, I guess, at this point. If Brian's not here, I'm not going to just give it to him. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. Now, let's try for the chase. Let's get some of that good luck in the chat and see what we're going to get. And let's see what we've got. Okay, let's go for a rare. Let's go for the chase. Let's go for something else that we have. Oh. All right. Well, it's something we haven't got. And in true fashion of this week, we have another clone. So we have a clone. We have another, is it a Bark Speeder in there? Oh, and did you watch Maul this week? Holy moly. The Speeder chase in Maul. That was a ton of fun. That was a ton of fun. Okay, so we're getting the set. They're not doing me wrong. So now we have 1, 2, and 3. We need the Mando. And then we want to try and get these chase. So, yeah. Not bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. Let's celebrate with a slurp of the old coffee. All right. Yes, Douglas Gonk. I want to see this too. I do know that he hasn't found one yet and hasn't got one yet. Otherwise, I think we would have seen that by now. But hopefully that'll be something we can all see, because that'll be a ton of fun. Ton of fun. Okay. Now let's move on to this. So we successfully got an addition to our blind box. Let's take a look at this Onyx Cinder. What do you guys think? All you micro nerds out there, would the Cinder be a ship that you want to see in your collection? We know that the Star Speeder is one I would love to see, but what do you think about the Onyx Cinder? How did you feel about that ship? What did you think about the reveal? I love that ship. I think it's a great one to get, and I'm hoping we're going to get it. So let me get in here and get this box out of the way so I can get a look at this ship. And again, with these Hot Wheels die-cast, we always get a stand. Is it going to just slide out for me? There we go. I've done another couple of these ones because we got the Taver X-Wing on this one, which was good to get. In this lineup for this series that they've done, we have a Snow Speeder, multicolored. We have this one. If I see this one, I'm going to get this one as well. The Naboo Royal Starship, because that's another one I'd love to see in a micro galaxy. Then we can see a U-Wing in there and the TIE Avenger. So the TIE Avenger was another new addition we have from Micro Galaxy, which was a very cool ship. Very cool ship. So let's take a look at this thing. I do love the design of the backdrops on these with all the different various ships in there from this line. But yeah, the Naboo Starship. I did get, I think it was one of the San Diego Comic-Con Mattel exclusives, is they did a Naboo Starfighter in a box display, which is pretty cool. So maybe it's going to be the same as that. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. And here's our stand. Slightly different than the ones I've seen before. Blazoned on there. Goes together pretty easy and has a ball joint. We love the ball joints. Yeah, so Peak Obi-Wan saying that Speeder Chase in the Maul Shadow Lord show was totally F-Zero for Nintendo. It was such an exciting chase, man. And the way that Devin stole that other speeder from the Cyclops dudes was so good too. And the force move with taking a speeder bike and just catapulting it into the lat. Yeah, that show's been so good, man. So good. It's exciting to watch it every week. It's disappointing that we're coming to the end of it, but I'm looking forward to watching it all at once. All right, so let's take a look at this Onyx Cinder. Paint app's pretty cool. I mean, it was a big ship. It looks like we've got some moving parts on there. We've got a wash all over it. So it's definitely a beat up version. I think I may have broken it already, unless it does come with the cannon that type. Looks like, yeah, I think it's two different types of cannon, so I didn't break it. We're good. Look at that. What a great looking ship. And then we can see here that we do have the rotating thrusters. So if the back one rotates, I wonder, does the front one? Yeah, the front, they move together and they rotate too. Look at that. That's pretty damn cool. So we have our vertical ascension. And as we saw in the show, it can just slowly rotate and get them the hell out of there. So, Jazwares, are we going to get something like this? I hope so, because I would love it. And then just think about it. We don't necessarily have to have one that suddenly converts. We can just have two. We can have two. Dirty Boy and then the clean version. And it looks like the cannons may rotate too. Yeah, the cannons rotate around. This one and this one can rotate. What about the one on the side here? Yep, up and down. So we've got up and down, left and right. That's pretty good. For one of these die-cast ones, there's a lot of maneuverability with it. I like that. A lot of playability, I should say, because at the end of the day, we're all big kids playing with toys. So there's definitely a lot of playability with it. I'm going to have to check it out myself with my eyes, because at the moment I just always check things out on the screen. and just look at it on the screen. But yeah, that's cool. I'm glad I picked this one up. If you see it out there, I think you're going to need it if you're a fan of the show and a fan of the ship, because right now it's the only way we're going to get something of it. But hopefully this means if it's something out there that, you know, the powers that be want to see represented in a ship, hopefully all manufacturers will get a go at representing it. Yeah, that's great. Let's just get it on there. Onto his ball joint stand. And again, you can position it anywhere you want on the ball joint. So that's why it makes it cool. And there we go. We have another addition to the many ships and vehicles of our Star Wars fandom. But this one is a good ship. I really hope we get something like that. I enjoy Skeleton Crew. And if it can give us stuff like this, that's even better, right? So let's celebrate it and let's get it out there. We haven't had anything really ship-wise from there. But what a great ship to get. What do you think? Do you guys, I don't know if you guys do the Hot Toy Starships or not, but it's out there. Check out your local Target or wherever that sells your Hot Wheels, wherever you are. See if you can get one. Not super expensive, but a lot of playability with that one. I like it. It's pretty good. Something new is always good. I think you're referring to this bit of troll. You're right. It's pretty good. And again, full of pirates. And we're getting the releases on our Series 11. We're getting another pirate ship. In fact, let me see. I think I pulled this one up to talk about, because what we saw on Cole and Kevin's release yesterday in the Micro Galaxy Squadcast was this bad boy. I don't know. I'm pretty sure most of you guys were in there. I often see you in there as well because it's where we're getting our news. But did you see this? This was a twin pack that the guys revealed live on the show yesterday. And this is apparently going to be coming to Walmart. Now, I think it's cool. I think it's definitely one out there that we need because you've got a repaint. But the thing is, they just dropped a pirate ship with a different pilot. This one comes with Vane and Din Djarin. No Grogu. So it's just Din and Vane. And we know the scene and how it plays out. And it's, yes, you need it. But they already just dropped another pirate. We've already got the Vane. So is Vane going to be a repaint? The ship is definitely a repaint. We have this red blazoned all over it, which is cool because the other one was just like a white on there. And the next one coming out is going to be white, I believe. Because I just showed you on the back of the box of the other ship we just opened, which I can't get to now. But what do you think? Is this something you're going to get? Because the only problem I have with it is they've also just released the M1 again. And now we have another M1. So there'll be 3 versions of the M1 out there that we can get. And I'm not sure how many versions of the M1 I would actually need. But man, massive thanks to Cole and Kevin there for finding this online. It's good to know because the other ones came and surprised us too, the other twin packs. So we seem to be getting these twin packs in Walmart if they ever show up. It's definitely an interesting one, but good to see it. Good to see it. Good to see that they're doing other stuff, but I'm not sure. I kind of want to get it for the red ship, but then I don't know what I would do with the M1. I don't know why I would need 3 M1s. It's tricky. It is tricky because the more you get the Vault box sets, the more you're going to get repeats of a single craft anyway. It's kind of like having, appearance at a party and 3 Boba Fett show up. I don't know how many of those I need. But if you haven't got one yet and you never got the single pack, this is a perfect pack to get. And it's a battle pack. We can reenact this scene and it's exactly what we saw on the screen. Peak Obi-Wan. No, I think I missed this last week. I think you said, or the other night when we were talking about Maul, I think you may have mentioned this. I haven't heard about the minifig multi-packs. That's not something I've heard of. interesting though, because they've always said, oh, you know, tongue in cheek, they've always said, oh, we don't sell figures. So I don't know whether or not they had some issue with licensing producing figures or something. Who knows, right? Who knows what goes on in the manufacturing world? But it would be interesting to see if they're going to do that, because it's something I think you need. As you can see, we have tons of ships. And to have your figures to populate those ships, especially the larger ones, is going to be something which I think a lot of us are going to want. So it would be really interesting to see if they are going to give us multi-packs. So I'll dig into that, and we'll have a look and see if I can find out some more information. Or you can educate the guys in the chat if you want on what you've seen. But I didn't hear about that. But that would be super interesting and super cool. Super cool. You know, we've got Cube Squadron still banging out these amazing single cubes, the mini cubes, along with the other larger ones. It's the choices are endless, right? And they're so involving us out there, asking us questions, doing the right thing, not just putting out what they want to put out there, really involving all of us with feedback, which I think is a smart move. And it's made me stop building stands and setting up behind me, because I don't know what I'm going to do now until these things drop. But yeah, getting more figs means more dioramas, means more setting up, you know, something fun. So I'm in for that. I'm in for that. As long as they sell a box set full of probe droids, I'll be super happy. I'll be super happy, because then we'll build on the Hoth and get a little bit more of the Hoth going on. Yeah, interesting news. Interesting news. Check it out. Good morning, Michael. Hey, thanks for joining us. Good morning, Arcade Broke. Thanks for joining in. Just on a recap, let's bring up the greener, and let's get this back on. Just as a recap, we have this morning done the new Target Razor Crest that comes with blaster effects, engine effects, and a new Zeb character. You need it for the Zeb alone, but these things are awesome. We had a look at the chunky A-Wing, what we were all asking for. It's a great build. Seems to work and operate a little bit better than the last one that I ripped the canopy out of, but we did a comparison. So that's good. And I broke open this Hot Wheels Onyx Cinder in the hopes that we're going to get one in Micro Galaxy. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. Talking of releases, another thing that I wanted to put out there is this. Now, if anyone follows my Instagram channel, you may have seen me showing off a pair of shoes I got from Belair's the other day. I got these at San Diego. They had all sorts of issues with their manufacturing and shipping and stuff, which is out of their hands. But patience, you know, you just sit back and wait. And I finally got these shoes, and they are amazing. So if you know about Belair's, they do some amazing custom shoes based on different fan groups and genres. One of the drops they've done is the May 4th drop, where they got a ton of Star Wars choices for Star Wars fans out there. But one they just dropped yesterday on top of May 4th is this one here. So where is my screen? This one here. Let's make this one bigger. This one here is their May 5th drop. Now, this is going to be the Sith versions of them. And what a fun selection of shoes this is. So we're going to get the Prodigal Knight, and I think you guys all know, you know, we keep these things under wraps of what it is actually is, but check out the thought process and design of these shoes. And the glow soles, man. I did not take my shoes off the other day. I was walking in from the sun, coming out of the sun into my darkened room just to see the glow. These things are ridiculous glow. I am such a little child when it comes to glow in the dark. Absolutely love these things. It's incredible. So this is one of the ones that they're putting out there for us. Oh, too far. This is the second one. The Lord of Hunger. And this is the third one, which is fantastic. So much fun. Love this. If this is something that you can get, I would highly recommend it. It's a ton of fun. So props to the Belair's guys, man. They are just dropping so many fun shoes out there. And now I've actually finally got a pair on my feet. Definitely worth it. So check them out. Get to their site, belaires.com, and check out the drops. See if it's something that you can get. Yeah, I just wanted to put that one out there. I just love what they've done. Love what they've done. Now, with Ryan having to disappear, it does mean that it's going to bring the show into a little bit less of a show. You know, we don't get to see these troopers if he's not coming back, which sucks. But we got to say something for the other weeks, and we've got a lot going on this week. And I'm sure if you follow the DL44 network, you know that we've been talking about Maul on Mondays. We have got so much to talk about next week. I think you're going to see a couple of shows for next week. We got the May 4th drops. Wednesday is probably going to be the most anxiety-filled day. I'm stressing out about it already. We talked about it at the start of the show. This is when tickets go on sale for Celebration. Wow. For those of you that have participated in Celebration purchasing tickets in the past, it's such a stressful moment. You got to get up, you got to log on, you got to get in the queue, you got to see what's left. It's something else. The older I get, the more my heart can't deal with it. But let's hope for the best. For those that can make it, for those that want to go to it, may the luck ever be in your favor in the Hunger Games of ticket purchasing and Celebration. And then we got the drops going on all week. And I'm sure there's going to be more and more coming out. Our bank accounts aren't going to keep up. We've got to be selective from what we get. So maybe we'll do some shows and talk about what we got. Yes, the collector. Yes, I did get the droid yesterday. So I am still on the journey of trying to get the Builder droids, even though I failed miserably and never got my hands on the first two. I will have some beautiful chrome blue legs and arms by the end of this, and some cool droids too. But I did happen to get in on that one before it sold out. So that was good. Damn, it's stressful nowadays, guys, right? Stressful. We've got all these great things out there that as collectors we want to get. And if they're not on the pegs or it's not easy to get, it's stressful, man. It's stressful. I think the worst thing for me is when I see something drop and you're like, oh, do I get it? Do I not? Should I spend the money? And you make that, you don't have time to make that decision. And if you do make that decision and you go in there to get it, they're all gone. But then you sit back and that night you'll go on to Facebook Marketplace and there's a ton of them for 3 times the price. It's like, oh, well, that's why there was none left for me. And it kind of irks me a little bit. But what do we do? This is the life we're living in. This is the way we've chosen to spend our money and live our life. But yeah, I did manage to get the droid yesterday, so that's cool. That is cool. What is Michael saying here? The Adelphi Razor Crest is the best value release they've done in a bit. You're talking about the one we've just done now, the Target exclusive, because obviously they've already done a single one without the blast effects and without Zeb. So that one just came with Grogu, Mando, and the gun rack. But yeah, this box set from Target is so good. So good. It's kind of sucks for people that don't have Targets. Yeah. Hopefully, did you get one, Michael? Did you get one? Because they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. But it has incited me to think about what other effects you can make and put onto your ships to add a little bit more. I've not really delved into the mini lights, but I want to. Well, we ain't got time, man. We ain't got time. I know, bit of troll. What do we do about it though, right? What do you do about it? I don't know what you do about it. I think the only thing you can do about it is not buy them from these guys. So they have to reduce the prices to get rid of them when they come back to be in our collections for a reasonable price, right? I mean, yeah. Well, the other two that I'm trying to get right now, and again, massive shout out to Cole for giving us all the news we need when it comes to the drops of Micro Galaxy. There are a couple out on Amazon. I'm not sure about the UK because I noticed I'm going to say hi to, where is that one? It's always tricky when I'm trying to get it. Yeah, here we go. Simon has joined us here in the UK. Finally catch up. Thank you for doing that. I know time difference is difficult, not different. Time difference is different. What an idiot. Let me just take another coffee. Hang on a sec. Maybe I can speak. That'd be nice. Appreciate you tuning in. I have no idea what time. Mind you, it's probably what, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Can't be that bad, but thanks for joining. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're getting in the UK now. I know that there's a toy shop in the UK. I can't remember the name of it right now, but they're getting MGS in there, which is cool. I would love to have a toy shop which stocks it rather than having to go to one of these mega stores who never put things out on a peg. But one of the things coming up on Amazon at the moment, which Cole was awesome to give us links to keep an eye on, was this one, which is Qui-Gon's Jedi Starfighter. I think I did a show a couple of weeks back where I was like, this is the last of the Jedi Starfighters. Unboxed it, but now we're getting another one. We'll see if it doesn't show up again, or if I don't get to get it on Amazon. No biggie. The only reason I want to get them is to get them out and show them to you guys. But it will be hopefully in a vault pack if they give us a vault pack. So that one's a great color. Looking forward to getting that ship. Looks like they've given us a weird canopy there. I don't know if that's just promo photos, but looks pretty smoked out. The other one is this one, which is a hyena bomber. So I wasn't able to get these yet. Every time I go there, they're out of stock, out of stock, out of stock. And then Cole lets us know, and I get there and it's out of stock, out of stock, out of stock. But I was able to get the third one in the set here, which was the transport, cargo transport, which the guys showed off yesterday. Is a pretty cool ship. Well, not ship, pretty cool vehicle, I'm going to say. So it comes with all sorts of good stuff on it. So I can't wait to see that. And then also we have the hollow General Grievous ship. Now I've already got 2 of those, but who cares? Because it's a hollow. And now I'm going to have a whole stack of hollows if I can get all the hollows. So, but look how bare it is. We're used to seeing a good number of vehicles on the back of these releases. So Starfighter class this time we just got 2, and I believe the other one is pretty slim too. So they're kind of dialing back. Which the only thing that makes me wonder there is, what are they going to still do the vault boxes? I'm hoping so, but I don't know anymore, man. I just wait for it to drop and we'll see what we get. But definitely getting this one. Probably not going to get the M1, because if anything, I'm going to get that twin pack. So there's no point getting another single M1. But I will keep an eye out for this one. I've got the blues. I'm looking forward to some reds. So that was kind of cool. And hopefully you guys are excited to see those too. Not sure if the UK Amazons have got them for our UK friend here, but definitely. Oh, Forbidden Planet. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I know Forbidden Planet, but there's another one. I know Cole's been talking about it on Micro Galaxy Squadcast. There's another one in the UK, which is stocking. I don't know if it's an online shop, but regardless, if there's stock in there, I'll have to try and find out. I'll remember for next time and try and get the name of it. Oh, Pico Obi-Wan, you got the spider droid. I never got one of those. That was Series 10, right? I think. Was it Series 10? I think it was Series 10 for the spider droid. And it was cool because if you squeeze the box, you don't have to rip it open and be a dick. But if you squeeze the box and you get some resistance there, it's probably going to be the spider droid. So I've been looking. When I roll up into Walmart, man, people are ripping open the boxes. And then someone from Walmart comes in and puts some tape on it. I ain't buying that. So yeah, good luck with that. Yes, I'm sure the hollow one will show up in the vault packs if we get them. What do you do? I don't know. It's all stressful. It's going to be a stressful week, but Wednesday's the one I'm really not looking forward to. Okay, guys, let's get rid of this. I did have one more thing I was going to open, but we kind of gone on a bit of talking about stuff that's coming up. I may save it for next week, unless you guys absolutely need me to get it open. And that was this, which is the May 4th Trooper, which is ridiculous, with his little t-shirt, squad goals, target missing every single one, Black Series Trooper to go on the Trooper shelf. But I don't know. I might save that for next week for May 4th, because they also released that they're going to do 2 more as well. So maybe I'll wait till I got the other 2, and we'll save this. Maybe we'll keep this to a ship morning. We'll keep it to a good hour. It's not false advertising, but maybe we'll do that. We can't have too much too often. I'll blame Ryan, and if you all blame Ryan as well, that'd be fantastic. How dare you be working at the weekend? We were all looking forward to seeing those first order troopers. I agree, bit of troll. Let's save it. How do we get on with names? Let me go back up here. Did I see anything? I think we probably only got one. I shouldn't say it, should I? Unless I'm really gonna. Uh-oh. I missed this one. That's what you guys need to know right now. That's typical. Everything closes. Put Grogu on a rock. What did I miss? I can't find it. Did we get any names? You guys can remind me in the chat. The chat's a long one to scroll through, and I don't want to keep you too long just scrolling. Because if we've only got one, that's what it's going to be. And I don't want to ignore the fact I mentioned it. Oh no. What have I done? What have I done? Yeah, we're definitely saving the 4th. Anyone remind me if we got any names? If not, it's tough. He's just going to be an unknown. He's pilot. Under pilot. On the pilot. Oh, I can't find it. I can't find it. It's going to be bitter troll if anyone, I'm sure. No, in that case, if I can't find it, he doesn't get a name. If you guys can. Oh, hang on. Bitter troll. Boom. Aaron A. Harrison. That's the only one I can see. That's who it is. So pilot name is Aaron A. There you go. You come in again for me. Save me again. Appreciate it. So at least we got a name. He'll be happy. I'm happy. You're happy. We're all happy. With that being said, let's leave it there. Again, man, good luck with everything next week, guys. Whatever you want, I hope you get. Let's hope that the odds are in our favor and not the scalpers. What a fun week. Get some rest this week because it's going to be a crazy one next week. And hopefully we'll get some more MGS to open up here the following weekend. But I think we're going to get a lot of things to open up next week. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm probably going to take a whiskey drink today to calm my nerves. Thanks again for joining us. Follow along, like I said, on my Instagram. Shit's back on my Fart. Steve 3D. Different things going on in different places. And also keep an eye out for Generation X-Wing. We did a 501st show last week for the 501st day that was impending. We're all 501st members and talked about when we first joined and our first troops, etc., and this, that, and the other. So that was fun. So go and check out Generation X-Wing. But most of all, just keep everything subscribed so you know what's going on at any time. If you're following on Instagram, we'll try and post it out. It's great having you guys here. I love unboxing this shit with people around me because it's good. It makes it more fun. So I appreciate you all. Thanks for coming in. And we'll see you on the next time here or wherever. But have a great weekend. See you soon. And thanks one more time. Good luck next week.